Hi. So it's Thursday, the 23rd of April. I just saw on social media that the Social Security offices in California and some throughout the country are going to be closed temporarily. Hey, sheeple, I think this is the beginning of the chipping time because now they're starting to attack our Social Security money. We can't go to the office, and I have some scammers, Keanu Reeves scammers, and people posing as the FBI. And Keanu said he was going to help me get my Social Security money. And last night they tried to tell me I needed to pay them $1,500 to give me back my $60,000 that they owe me. Do you think this is a coincidence? I think not. These are perilous times, people. I wish I was better prepared, but I've been robbed because I was gang stalked because I'm a chosen one, a daughter of Abraham, a daughter of Yahweh. And they've stolen my inheritance, Ventura County. I have been gang stalked for 20 years. I have thieves. So I don't have any oil for my lamp, but I do have God. And you can't stop God. What's mine is mine, and God's going to give me back double for my trouble. So everybody involved, I think the hammer's coming down. Gail Matthews, you should give back what you stole from me, or what you gave away in my money. Do you know, Gail, that they murdered my daughter? And I say you have a hand in that too. Shame on you. Shame on you. You have kids, don't you, Gail? You know that saying, do unto others as it will be done to you. It is written, it is so. Anyway, pay attention, people. It's the beginning of the end. It's going to get really hard out there. So we're going to need to band together to help each other. You know, I was set up by God. I was given a divine appointment, and they gave me all kinds of property. This guy I bumped into in Ojai. Now, I don't know if he was Chumash or a Mexican, nice old man, and I bumped into him so hard that I grabbed onto him so he wouldn't fall backwards, and we talked, and I prayed for him because his family was arguing over all of his property and money, but nobody wanted to spend time with that poor guy. And I know what that's like because my family disowned me. You know, my daughters, they threw me out like I was an empty milk carton because of this county and their fucking lies. They lied to take my daughters, and they took away my rights. And, you know, that's why I went into criminal justice, because I didn't know my rights. I didn't want another cop or judge or anybody violating my rights anymore. So I took criminal justice, but I did want to be a juvenile probation officer because I didn't want the kids going down the path that I took. I figure if they're already getting in trouble and they're young and impressionable still, I can make a difference in their life and get them on the path that leads to everlasting life. You know, in God's will, God's way, through the Bible. That's what I wanted to teach them. What the Word of God says, because that's what saved my life. God saved my life. And He's got angels around me. I am so highly and divinely protected. People don't even know. I've had Ventura Police Officer Halverson tried to kill me out in front of Vons one day. He falsely arrested me. He said I was trespassing. He knocked me down in the door. I weighed like 92 pounds, and he climbed onto my back and jumped. And he tried to break my rib cage, and it didn't break, it only cracked. Anyway, they take me to the hospital because they wanted to give me an x-ray. And I told them I don't have to do anything. And you falsely arrested me. Oh, and then they tried to use AI to put me in prison over some charge that they made up. But they didn't know I save all my paperwork. And I don't store it with me. But they thought because I was homeless, I wouldn't have any proof. But I did. And so when I went to that court hearing in Ventura County, at that courthouse on Victoria Avenue, I had my paperwork with me. All of it. And, of course, the DA, when they called my name and I went up in front of the judge, the DA said, Your Honor, we would like to dismiss this case in the interests of justice. See, God is a God of truth and justice, and his justice will be served. So everybody who has stolen from me, or whoever else you're stealing from, I declare and decree by the power and authority of Jesus Christ, you need to stop, because God's justice is here. It's coming, and you're all going to pay for every dirty deed that you've done. Stop harming us, chosen. Stop. See, we're going to rise. And the reason we're chosen, God picked us because he knows our hearts. He knows our strength. We've already been to the battleground. I trained out there homeless. That was my training ground. And never once did I go steal anything. Never once did I have to do that or cash a bad check or anything like that. Nothing. I did nothing wrong. I trusted in God and his provision, and he provided. So I'm telling you now, every word in the Bible is true. Every word. And then there's some that wasn't put in there. Secrets that the rich and these the elite know about that wasn't put in the Bible. They took it out so that they could hog all the money and the power. But God has all power. Anyway, I had to put that out there. I saw this, that they're closing the Social Security offices. And it is not a coincidence to me. I see I have to go change my bank account because Mr. Reeves gave the FBI probably my Social Security number. I mean, how did they get my money? How did they do that? I didn't give them my social. He might have it. I know Elon Musk did. He said he wanted to give me $2.5 million. Oh, but I had to give him $7,000. And I yelled at him and I said, you know what, Elon, if God told you to bless me, I don't think he told you to charge me for the blessing. Because God owns all your money. And in the blink of an eye, it can be gone. Your very life can be gone. Just poof, there you go. You're in heaven, standing before the judge. And then your fate is in his hands. And heaven and hell are both real. Anyway, if you don't know God, you should get to know God. Get a Bible. Read it. Write it on your heart and your mind because you're going to need it. That's the sword of the Spirit. That's what defeats evil. And if you haven't watched the Book of Enoch, watch it. Watch some other biblical things like The Chosen. Love you, Jonathan Rumi. Anyway, everybody, have a good weekend. Tomorrow's Friday. Happy Friday. Take care. God bless.